Lin Chen, who accidentally traveled to a parallel world, activated the Song God system in this era filled with drool songs. Lin Chen's song, The Funeral of the Rose, directly swept the entertainment charts. Immediately after, a song called Plain Face awakened countless people's memories of youth. A song called Broken Bridge and Remaining Snow roams every corner of the street. Accompanied by the release of popular songs by Lin Chen, one after another. Internal entertainment is completely numbYang. Lin Chen's songs always give me a very uplifting feeling. Is this non-mainstream? Reba. Did Lin Chen lead an era? Netizens. Lin Chen, please stop being non-mainstream. Sing again and you'll go back to find your first love. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. An era that everyone will remember. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Sorry, your singing skills are not up to par, and our company is not suitable for you. Zhou is currently very popular, but our country only needs one Zhou, and you cannot become the second one. I think you can consider changing careers and not necessarily becoming a singer. On stage, several judges and mentors spoke frankly to a young man. Their momentum made the other contestants involuntarily shrink their necks. They are mentors hired by Royal Entertainment, well known in the industry, and today's public audition is to find and cultivate new music stars. Thank you for the mentor's suggestion. The young man bowed, his face full of disappointment. His name is Su Song and he has always carried a dream of music. He also wanted to try his luck in this audition. In this era, Zhou became popular, so he sang Zhou's song, hoping that his mentors would like it. However, a series of piercing words made him question himself thoroughly. Is he really suitable for singing? Is it really suitable to embark on the path of music? Su Song left, his lonely figure making people shake their heads and sigh. In this world, everyone wants to become Zhou and become popular, but how could it be so easy to become popular? At the same time, a certain medical university. In the dormitory of a junior boy, a handsome young man sat up from the bed and said in surprise, Have I traveled? Fortunately, there was no one in the dormitory, otherwise others would have laughed their teeth out when they heard this. It's already 2006, but surprisingly, there are still people who believe in time travel. Organized my memory. The young man discovered that his name was Lin Chen, and he grew up in an orphanage. This world is similar to his past life, both in history and in the development of entertainment. Just it is now 2006, and many excellent movies and music works have not yet been released. Of course, there is still an important era that has just begun. Non-mainstream. This era is also a memory in everyone's heart, including Lin Chen. Although looking back now, it was a bit awkward to post Martian posts, dye colorful hair, and walk on the street attracting strange gazes. But that was indeed an era that made people remember the corners of their mouths rising. Zhou released a new single, Hui Yuanjia, last week, teaming up with Kung Fu superstar Li Lianxiao to create a brand new audio-visual feast. Lin Chen took out his Nokia phone and upon receiving the message, he couldn't help but sigh. Chou is indeed a genius in music, no matter where he is in the world. As he was speaking, the dormitory door suddenly pushed open and a distressed young man walked in. Su Song. Lin Chen was stunned. The young man in front of him was exactly the same as Su Song in his previous life, both in appearance and dress. This was one of the three non-mainstream giants back then. How could he be here? And surprisingly, it's my roommate. Xiaochen, are you awake? Seeing Lin Chen, Su Song squeezed out a smile and said, Come down, I'll bring you some food. Ah. Well, good. Lin Chen gets out of bed and takes the mantou and soybean milk he handed over. They are still hot. It seems that he didn't let Su Song buy it, did he? Seeing Lin Chen eating mantou, Zhou Song smiled, and then thought of something inside sadly. Chen, do you think I'm not very suitable for taking the path of music? Puff. Lin Chen almost spurted out soybean milk. Are you not suitable? Then no one in the world is suitable. But he found that Zhou Song was not yet popular, he was just a student. Why do you say that? Today I went to the audition for Royal Music and was eliminated. Those mentors said that I should change jobs. My singing skills are too poor. Upon hearing this, Lin Chen almost lost control. If Zhou Song really listens to these bad mentors, it would be a huge loss for the Chinese music industry. Lin Chen hates mentors who only know how to talk, they have no ability at all. Just thinking about how to comfort Zhou Song. Suddenly, a thought flashed and Lin Chen's eyes lit up. Now is the beginning of the non-mainstream era. The three giants have not yet risen. Zhou Song is not yet on fire. Is that oneself? Can Zhou Song be turned into a popular singer like in his past life? He was too familiar with Zhou Song's songs in his past life. You should know. The three giants of their past lives have swept the streets and alleys, even singers like Zhou Jieluan and Lin Junxiao have to temporarily avoid their sharpness. Thinking of this, Lin Chen's breathing became rapid. At this point, Zhou Song is watching videos on his computer. Alas, Chou is so amazing and has led an era. Chopin in November is so stunning. Lin Chen put down mantou. Lao Su, don't envy others, you can also lead an era. Ha! Zhou Song thought he had heard wrong and smiled bitterly, saying, Fei, don't comfort me anymore. I weigh a few pounds and a few taels myself. He hadn't finished speaking yet, but he saw Lin Chen with unprecedented seriousness. He had never seen Lin Chen so serious, even during the final exam. Are you serious? Lin Chen didn't beat around the bush with him either. He just took a pen and paper, brushed and wrote a piece of music score on the paper. The Funeral of the Rose. Zhou Song was both surprised and delighted, struggling to read it out, and then looked up. Oh my goodness! Lao Lin, are you so awesome? Is this your newly written song? It can be considered. Lin Chen remembered that in 2006, Zhou Song officially debuted, and it was this song, The Funeral of the Rose, that caused a sensation throughout the country, even being mistaken for Zhou Jieluan's new song. Even if he doesn't write this song himself, Zhou Song will soon create it himself. So, this can also be considered a clever borrowing. Oh my goodness! That's amazing! The Funeral of the Rose, burying the deeply loved you. Good song, good lyrics. Lao Lin, you are really a genius. Zhou Song is extremely excited. He is still a newcomer, so it is inevitable that he will become overly excited when he sees a new song. After he calmed down, he stared at Lin Chen and asked seriously. Lao Lin, why are you helping me? Lin Chen smiled. Because I ate your mantou. Zhou Song was stunned when he saw the mantou shaking in Lin Chen's hands, and his eyes turned red. A mantou is only a few cents. The value of a song is priceless. Of course, he understood Lin Chen's meaning and immediately said solemnly. If I really get angry, I must be Zhou Song. Definitely. I won't forget you. Lin Chen understands Zhou Song's character, which is why he dares to directly give songs. After a while, Zhou Song suddenly smiled again. By the way, Lao Lin, you just said. What leads an era? Do you think I can really lead an era? What kind of era would that be? That was an era that everyone will remember. Lin Chen gazed into the distance, his thoughts sinking into memories, and said softly. A non-mainstream era called. Chapter 2. Sisters. Found Jay Chou's nickname. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Something's wrong, your emotions are not in place, try again. Lao Tzu, don't always imitate Chou, you should showcase your own unique features. This passage is good, it passed. An hour later, Su Song walked out of the recording studio with a tired throat. Come on, take a sip of water. Good Su Song discovered for the first time that Lin Chen's level of expertise in music was beyond imagination, even requiring strict pronunciation for every word. Lin, you're hiding too deep. Come on, this song is already done. Now we're waiting to upload it to Music Home and see the response. Su Song was taken aback. What is a music house? Lin Chen immediately realized that he had spilled the beans. There was no music house in this era. However, this era is different from the past, when piracy was rampant and music was directly downloaded for free online. But now, many musicians have jointly founded a website called Music Home, where all music is genuine and requires payment to download, providing a livelihood opportunity for novice musicians. It's that music house. Lin Chen quickly corrected. Let's go, let netizens feel the charm of this song. In the afternoon, the two returned to school. Su Song registered a musician account and posted the songs in the new artist section. Next, wait quietly for feedback. The Funeral of the Rose, view. 0, download. 0, listening. 0, forward. 0, half an hour has passed. An hour has passed. 2 hours have passed. Su Song stared at the computer screen all the time, as if he was possessed by magic, but the data in the background remained motionless, which made him feel even more disappointed. The original enthusiasm was like fire, but now reality has poured cold water on it. Are you really not suitable for singing? Bored Su Song flipped through the newcomer list. Hey, Lin, look at this list. This person named Wang Sulong, like us, is also a newcomer. Wang Sulong. Lin Chen, who was playing Fantasy Westward Journey, was taken aback. Do you remember that he only debuted 10 years later? It's only 2006 now, and he actually appeared. Sing a song for you. It's quite beautiful. Su Song also liked after listening, but Lin Chen had no intention of playing games and quickly asked. Old Su, please check if there is Su Liang on the list. Su Liang. Su Song was taken aback and scanned the list. Not to mention Su Liang, he didn't even see someone surnamed Su. Anyway. The three giants of penguin music back then, now two have appeared earlier, it seems that the non-mainstream era is coming soon. Lin Chen smiled, this is good news and will accelerate Su Song's path to fame. Wait until evening. The back-end data remains unchanged. No wonder there were too many new song charts, and The Rose's Funeral was instantly overwhelmed. Su Song had no choice but to go to evening classes with Lin Chen. At the same time, in an old house in the Magic City, a senior Chou fan was searching for a song at the music home and listened to more than 10 songs in a row, causing her to frown repeatedly. What kind of songs are these? Sure enough, after listening to Chou's Nocturne, I couldn't listen to any other songs at all. This is also the voice of countless fans of Chou, whose talent has swept the Chinese music industry. There is a saying that goes well. Nocturne goes off and you come on stage to receive the award. So much so that these fans couldn't find any songs to listen to, so in the end they obediently went back to listen to Chou's songs. At this moment, a song called The Funeral of the Rose caught her attention. Click. Play. As soon as the prelude sounded, the female fan immediately froze. How could this style be so similar to that of Chou? Leaving you for 100 weeks. I have returned here. Search for evidence of our love. No one wants to mention it. Rose, it's past. The theme here today. I call it memory. After listening, the female fan widened her eyes and was shocked in her heart. She instinctively controlled the mouse and checked the information of this singer. Chou song. Is it fake? This can't be Jay Chou's nickname, can it? This song. Isn't it Jay Chou's? The female fan was stunned. This style, this voice, this rap. If it weren't for Jay Chou, she would stand upside down and defecate. The funeral of the rose. Bury memories about you. I feel my hands numb. I can't do it myself. I can't hold you back anymore. It's really beautiful. The fireworks rained that day. I said I want to marry you in a floral dress. The female fan took a deep breath and patted the table. Oh my, the truth came to light. This is definitely Jay Chou. If it were Chou's song, her singing skills would have been popular long ago, but she just searched online for a while. There's no news at all. Obviously this is a small account of Jay Chou. He may want to release a new song, but he's worried that everyone won't like it, so he opened a small account to try it out. Hee hee. Zhou dong, count 1,000, I didn't expect to catch you. The female fan laughed loudly and looked at the back-end data. The funeral of the rose, view. 12, download. 0, listening. 10, forward. 2, at this moment, her hands were trembling with excitement, and then she clicked forward to post it to a group of over 100 people. Sisters, when I heard a song, I seriously suspected that it was Dong Zhou's trumpet. The singer is Chou Song. Go and listen to it. The group chat, which had been silent for a long time, instantly boiled over. After all, Jay Chou did not release any new songs after Huiyu Enjia. Everyone waited until the flowers withered. Now I hear there's a new song, and those who were originally planning to sleep also get up to listen. Here we go. Zhou Dong is really cunning, he even used a nickname. Sisters, your eyes are good. Did you notice all of this? Stop talking, we've listened. Forwarded. The song, The Funeral of the Rose, was once used by some music companies as a work of Jay Chou due to its falsehood and authenticity. I didn't expect it. In this parallel world, its fate is once again unfolding. Chapter 3. We'll have such a day. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wow. This, The Funeral of the Rose, sounds so beautiful, it feels like listening to a nocturne. Sure enough, it's Jay Chou, and his new song is Nyo. He must have never imagined that even if he used a nickname, he would still be recognized by us. Wait, do you really think this is sung by Jay Chou? I think the sound is a bit different. Do you think beginners can write such a song? Definitely Jay Chou, that's right. As more and more people talk, in just half an hour. Back-end data is growing wildly. The Funeral of the Rose, view. 30005, download. 25928, listening. 29581, forward. 15448, originally ranked at the bottom, it instantly jumped to the 85th place on the new song chart. For a song released in less than 6 hours, this is simply a miracle. This kind of data caught the attention of a music house editor. Chen Li, as a new editor, is very hardworking. While others are off work, she is still checking the list and looking forward to discovering new stars. At this moment, The Funeral of the Rose appeared before her eyes. Which deity's trumpet is this? Chou song, I haven't heard of it before. Chen Li clicked on the song. After listening for 3 minutes, her face changed drastically. Good song. Want fire. Seeing 3,000 comments below, Chen Li couldn't help but cover her mouth and was extremely surprised. You should know that it is now 2006, and computers have not yet become popular, let alone smartphones. Most people use dial-up internet access. So there are not many netizens, and achieving such results in such a short period of time can be said to be about to become popular. You must contact this Chou song. At the same time. After the evening class, Su Song stretched lazily. He had completely forgotten his dream of music becoming popular and was discussing with Lin Chen what kind of snacks to eat at night. Suddenly, the phone rang, and after Su Song answered, the other person's voice was unusually excited. "Excuse me, are you Mr. Su Song?" "Ah. It's me, I am the editor of Music Home, my name is Chenli, hello." Upon hearing Su Song's voice, Chenli was even more certain that this person was a newcomer, not Chou. Music Home. Su Song looked puzzled. "Excuse me, is The Funeral of the Rose your original work?" "No, it was written by my friend, I sang it." "Originally, it was a collaboration." This is normal, and Zhou Dong and Fang Wenshan are also in a cooperative relationship, so Chenli smiled and said. "It's like this, your release of The Funeral of the Rose has great potential. If there is a recommendation, it will definitely go viral, so I would like to ask if you have any intention of signing a contract." Potential. A big fire. Su Song was stunned. "Are you joking? Their data before class was still in single digits, so why did it go viral? When he opens the backstage of the Music Home. Sleeping slot." Su Song's scream shook the students in the medical school, and he rushed to Lin Chen with a flushed face and excitement. "Old Lin. We're on fire. It's on fire. What's going on? Su Song, what's wrong with you? What are you two doing behind our backs?" A few regular friends gathered around and asked after each other. Lin Chen also saw the back-end data and appeared very calm. It is normal for a song to become popular. He just didn't expect to be discovered so soon. "Hello. Mr. Su, are you there?" Chenli was speechless. Su Song's screams almost shattered her eardrums just now. "Are you here? Did you just say you wanted to sign a contract with us?" "Yes. Only by signing a contract can one be recommended, this is the website's policy. Can we consider it for a moment?" Su Song was not overwhelmed by joy, and in this world full of lies, everything needs to be cautious and cautious. "Okay, once you've considered it, give me a call." After Chenli hung up the phone, Su Song rushed directly to Lin Chen and vigorously shook his shoulder. "Old Lin. Brother Lin. Lord Chen. I knew you were a genius. It's on fire. My music dream is saved. Let's go. Barbecue stall. I'll treat you." On the other side. Imperial Entertainment. The interior was brightly lit, and a middle-aged man was staring at the audition list on the table, worried. In this era, there are too few outstanding newcomers, and not everyone can become as popular as Zhou Jieluan with just one song. Now Hong Kong and Taiwan singers are fierce, and mainland singers cannot compete. In the previous Golden Melody Awards, mainland singers did not even receive nominations. This has made countless singers sweat. As mentioned above, it is necessary to strongly support original singers, otherwise they will not spend a huge amount of money on auditions and searching for new talents. Times create heroes, but unfortunately, there is not a single hero. Brother Wang. Suddenly, a cry of surprise brought the middle-aged man back to his senses. A new singer has appeared in Music Home, and a song called The Funeral of the Rose has become popular in Tieba, Blog, and Penguin Space. Listen to me. Oh. The middle-aged man raised his eyebrows, and 3 minutes later, he showed a pleased smile. Haha. Not bad, not bad. This is also an outstanding newcomer in recent years. What is his name? Su Song. Su Song. The middle-aged man frowned. Couldn't it be Su Song who was just eliminated a few days ago? This isn't that too coincidental. Find a way to contact him, offer him a price, and make sure to bring him to the imperial court. Understood. Outside of medical universities. A barbecue stall. Su Song held skewers in one hand and beer in the other, laughing excitedly. Lao Lin, we're also quite popular. Here, I'll toast you to this cup. Lin Chen smiled and said, this is just the beginning. It will become even more popular in the future, but don't eat barbecue and drink beer in the future, singers need to protect their voices. Understood. Su Song nodded and said, this is the last time. Witnessing Lin Chen's talent firsthand, he is now obedient to Lin Chen's words. Ding-ling-ling. At this moment, the phone rang and Su Song quickly answered, suddenly frowning. Imperial Entertainment. Lin Chen also put down his chopsticks. Last time they almost made Su Song give up his music dream, and now they dare to call. Mr. Su, our boss values your talent very much. Are you interested in joining the Imperial Court? We have the most professional equipment and the most luxurious mentor team, maybe you will be the next week's Jieluan. It has to be said that this is a fatal temptation for any newcomer with a music dream. But Su Song remained unusually calm. This song was written by my friend, can you sign him? Lin Chen listened quietly. I didn't expect Su Song to remember this. Sorry, Mr. Su, we can only sign for you alone, but rest assured that we will hire a professional composer to compose music specifically for you. That's it. Su Song smiled brightly and said, I'm sorry. I promised him to stand at the peak with him. Before the other party could speak, Su Song hung up the phone directly. Then he raised his glass and said to Lin Chen. Come on, good brother, let's have a toast. Okay. Lin Chen smiled and raised his glass, and the two of them took a gulp. Su Song put down the wine bottle. Next to the barbecue stall was Jay Chou's Peninsula iron box, with a hint of longing in his eyes. Old Lin, do you know? I have a dream that one day, my music will also spread all over the streets and alleys. I will go to shopping malls, play my songs, go to hair salons, ice skating rinks, and everyone will be singing my songs. There will be one day. Lin Chen nodded. To be honest, Su Song's firmness startled him. After all, it was an olive branch thrown by the imperial court, but Su Song did not hesitate at all. Based on this, Lin Chen made the decision. Make sure he stands at the peak. Definitely. Chapter 4. Prepare your voice, next song comes. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Late at night, scattered light fills the sky. Su Song hung up the phone, his face full of excitement. He had just signed a contract with Music Home for platform operation, with a 50-50 profit sharing, and then he would share it equally with Lin Chen. After all, money doesn't matter to me, the key is reputation. Su Song thought to himself. The platform was highly efficient and immediately gave him a popular promotion. In just 3 hours, the Funeral of the Rose soared from the original 80th place to 50th place. The Funeral of the Rose view. 50,000 download. 42,375 listening. 48,957 forward. 28573 every time the data is refreshed, it keeps growing. Su Song is extremely excited and truly feels the taste of overnight popularity. Lin Chen remained calm. Is that all? Go to sleep. This is just the beginning, he is thinking about which song to choose next. Why not, on the Qingming Rain, Grey Avatar, these songs are swirling in his mind. Which one should I choose? Just as Lin Chen was pondering, Su Song suddenly widened his eyes and screamed loudly, oh my goodness. Brother Lin. Brother Lin. Lin Chen was startled. Why is this guy so easily excited? Isn't Su Song from his past life quite stable? What's wrong with this? Su Song pointed to the computer and his fingers trembled with excitement as he said, Jay Chou. Zhou Dong. Lin Chen was puzzled. What's wrong? Mr. Zhou replied to us. Su Song's words surprised Lin Chen and he quickly got out of bed to look at the computer. Sure enough, on social media, Chou wrote. "Thank you all for your support, but The Rose's Funeral is really not my song. I've heard of it, it's not bad. I know fans are waiting very urgently. The new song will be released in 2 days. Let me give you a preview. This is a Chinese-style song. Brother Wen Shan is writing lyrics, everyone can look forward to it." Lin Chen understood the feeling of being named by his idol, just like Su Song at this moment, so excited that he was about to flip the roof. Lin Chen shook his head and said, "Hey, young man." But he immediately thought of something, quickly checked the back-end data. Sure enough. The Funeral of the Rose browsing. 105,383 download. 95,744 listening. 99,752 forward. For 8538 the data has skyrocketed again, and this song has directly jumped to the top of the new song chart. It's unbelievable that a newcomer's first new song can even reach the top. Chou's promotion is too strong, just be the first. Lin Chen sighed, and Zhou Dong was indeed extraordinary. He believed that Su Song's name would soon become a household name. At this point, we need to seize the opportunity to pursue, and Lin Chen already has a plan. Old Su. Su Song rubbed and kneaded his face, which was so sore with a smile that he almost pulled out just now. Get your voice ready, the next song is coming. Really, Su Song felt a bit worried, afraid that Lin Chen would run out of inspiration and lose his new work after a single song. But now looking at Lin Chen's condition, his confidence has doubled. No problem, you can tell me what I need to do, I will do my best. You promised, help me wash my socks. Su Song. Isn't it agreed to sing? How did it turn into washing socks? Without waiting for Lin Chen to explain, Lin Chen took out a pen and paper as usual and quickly wrote down the score. 5 minutes later. Su Song widened his eyes. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. What song is this? National Style. National Style. Su Song was stunned. He had never heard this type of song before, so he asked, "Brother Lin, what is a Chinese-style song like? Why not make popular online songs? Are those more popular?" The national style is unique to our dragon country, different from the drool songs on the market, such as Two Butterflies and Mouse Loves Rice. You may think it's good at first, but it will be forgotten in 2 years. That is the fate of online songs. Lin Chen wrote while saying, but the national style is different. It integrates the mountains, waters, and history of the Dragon Kingdom, with depth and meaning. Only such songs can withstand the test of time. After speaking, Lin Chen looked up at Su Song with serious eyes. In this era, the concept of Chinese-style songs is advanced. Old Su, you need to understand that what we do is not just short-term popular online songs, but a true singer. True singers will not follow the trend, they will lead the trend. We need to have a grand vision, not limited to immediate small interests. In the future, Chinese-style songs will ignite a craze. This sentence deeply struck Su Song's heart. Looking at Lin Chen again, Su Song's eyes were filled with respect and unprecedented admiration. During his 3 years in college, Lin Chen remained low-key, but now he can come up with so many advanced ideas that he can even easily write Chinese-style songs. Is the young man in front of him still the old Lin he knows? In fact, Lin Chen took advantage of Chou's popularity and tasted the sweetness. He heard that Chou was also going to release Chinese-style songs, so he followed suit. Anyway, with the level of domestic music producers, no one should be able to produce good Chinese-style songs yet. His song, Broken Bridge and Residual Snow, is sure to cause a sensation. As for Chairman Zhou, sorry, I can only borrow your heat again. Anyway, as for wool, I get used to it just by pulling it up. Will Chairman Zhou be startled to hear Chapter 5? You are listening at novelfull.audio. 3 days later. The school bell rang, and Su Song walked towards Lin Chen as usual. But today, Lin Chen was surrounded by a group of girls. Lin Chen, did you write The Funeral of the Rose? Is the singer Su Song from our class? The lyrics are written so well, are you so amazing? Lin Chen, can you sign my name? If you become famous in the future, I can still show off. With the passage of time, the song, Rose's Funeral, has firmly ranked first on the new song chart. The back-end data is even more amazing. The Funeral of the Rose, view. 439302, download. 405817, listening. 458217, forward. 305822, this data is more than 10 times higher than the second place, undoubtedly a popular new song. Among them, the assistance of Chairman Zhou cannot be ignored. According to the calculation of 50 cents per download, the two of them have now earned 200,000 yuan. In 2006, they were already millionaires. Hey, what are you guys doing? Move aside. Su Song stood in front of Lin Chen, causing dissatisfaction among the girls, and he himself felt helpless. After all, appearance is important in any era. Lin Chen's face was like the brightest star in the night sky, a senior figure in the medical university. In addition, he can write songs, and in the hearts of all girls, he is simply a melancholic prince, even the innocent school flower of the neighboring school is enchanted by him. Okay, we're not bothering Lin Chen anymore. By the way, is the story online true? Yes, it said online that this song was written by you for your leukemia girlfriend. Su Song was taken aback and looked at Lin Chen. He had never heard Lin Chen mention this before. But now thinking about it, is there really something wrong? Lao Lin, is it true? Of course not. Lin Chen was also speechless. At any time, there are always people who love to make up stories. In his previous life, some people also said that this song was written by Su Song for his soon-to-be married girlfriend. Unfortunately, her girlfriend suffered from leukemia and they went their separate ways. Su Song created this song in pain. Later, Su Song personally came forward to clarify. Don't believe all the gossip online, it's all fake. Alright, go do whatever you want. Su Song is rushing people. He came to find Lin Chen for something. As the crowd dispersed, Su Song smiled. Lao Lin, is that enough? Should we release a new song now? Chou has already released a new song. That's right. These days, they have been standing still just to wait for Zhou Dong to start singing. Sure enough, yesterday afternoon, Chairman Zhou released a new single. Thousands of miles away. Its popularity goes without saying, the most popular radio station played this song continuously for an hour. In half a day, this song became popular all over the streets and alleys, with unprecedented popularity. Moreover, the collaboration between Zhou Dong and Feilu was eye-catching, even appearing in the national daily. The combination of immortals. Oh my goodness, both of them are my favorite singers, and the key is. I really like the Chinese style of this song. Fang Wenshan is so amazing. With such a solid foundation in writing lyrics, how could he only have a primary school diploma? 3 people working together, invincible. A lot of positive reviews online. The Broken Bridge Snow of Su Song and Lin Chen has long been recorded and is also ready for release. But Lin Chen has been holding back and waiting for the best opportunity. Now the time was ripe, Lin Chen nodded and Su Song immediately smiled. Do you think Chou was startled when he heard our song? Lin Chen smiled and didn't speak. He didn't know if Zhou Dong would be scared, but Fang Wenshan definitely would. The popularity of Broken Bridges and Snow lies in the lyrics. This lyric has reached a state of transformation, and any powerful lyricist who sees it will be both angry and helpless because it is written so well. Not to mention Fong Wenshan, who is famous for his lyrics. Lin Chen is worried that he will directly withdraw from the music industry when he sees the lyrics of this song. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Su Song sat in front of the computer and called Chen Li, the editor of Music home. Since the discovery of the duo of Su Song and Lin Chen, Chen Li's career has been like a spin-off. Within 3 days, she was promoted to team leader and gained decision-making power. Sister Chen, it's me, Su Song. Upon hearing the familiar voice, Chen Li was extremely excited. These two were her lucky stars. Mr. Su, this time you are calling, we're going to release a new song. Can you help arrange recommendations? Want to release a new song again? After 3 days, did they come up with a new song again? So fast. Chen Li was not too happy, but rather worried. She felt that young people were too impatient and wanted to release new songs immediately after tasting the sweetness, eager for success. But she still said, "Don't worry, I will arrange recommendations for you." Hang up the phone, Su Song sat quietly in front of the computer as usual, waiting. 10 minutes later, a paragraph directly appeared on the homepage of the website. After the funeral of the rose, the two new singers once again made a great effort to break the bridge and snow. Here we go. Su Song clapped his hands excitedly and his eyes lit up. You know, ordinary newcomers don't have this kind of treatment at all. It was also because of the funeral of the previous rose that the website gave them privileges. Chapter 6. Is right, it's the national style. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the office. Leader Chen, I heard that the Golden Duo has released a new song again. Nowadays, they are called the Golden Combination online. If they can be favored by Zhou, their strength is definitely not simple. Since Chen Li discovered 2 new members and was promoted to team leader, everyone has been envious. But some people are jealous and think she's just lucky. Well, the 2 newcomers have released new songs again. Everyone should take a look. Can they still replicate the success of last time? Well, it just went online soon. Chen Li smiled bitterly, feeling a bit uneasy in her heart, afraid that they, like many other groups, would open high and walk low, and eventually disappear into the crowd. Alright, Sister Chen, don't think too much. They're not Chou, how can you expect every song to become popular? A girl with a ponytail opens the player directly. Moment a touching prelude sounded, the flute sounded melodious, with a hint of melancholy and sadness, and the melody was varied and varied. This style was unique at the time and captured everyone's heart at once. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. Is it the scenic spot by West Lake? The girl was still surprised and said, but no one responded. Everyone was immersed in the world of lyrics. A butterfly with folded wings and withered leaves that cannot find flowers. We will never see withering. The eaves of a small bridge under the night in Jiangnan. I can't understand the wilderness in the north. In just a few words, everyone's faces changed, and even Chen Li stared at the lyrics with surprise on her face. What beautiful words, they are completely different from those popular songs on the market, both in terms of artistic conception and depth, they are much higher. The lyrics were created by Lin Chen. The music was also composed by him. The ponytail girl exclaimed in surprise, and someone next to her continued to say, "This Lin Chen is really not simple. I remember the last time, The Funeral of the Rose, was also his lyrics and music. I think the soul of this combination lies in him. Last time that song was too popular, we all ignored Lin Chen." The singing continues. During the plum blossom season, loneliness lingers. After returning in spring, it quickly disappeared. Leave me alone to enjoy the fireworks flying all over the sky. After swaying, it drifts away with the wind. Everyone present fell silent. Chen Li's lips kept rising, and the worries in her heart dissipated into thin air. This is a genius. This combination surprised her again. Has it ever snowed on the broken bridge? I'm looking at the lake. The cold moon in the water is like snow. Fingertips lightly melt. Has it ever snowed on the broken bridge? I remember your face again. If there is no chance to see you again. White embankment willow curtains shed tears several times. Great. The director of the planning department stood up at an unknown time, startling everyone. Director. How did you come? Director, do you also like this song? Chen Li was preparing to bow, but the director waved his hand to make everyone quiet, and he continued to listen to the music. Since the emergence of this pair, he has been paying attention to them. After all, it is rare to have such an excellent mainland singer. He hopes that someone can take on the big responsibility. Upon hearing this, the director suddenly reacted. Why is the style of this song so familiar? It feels a bit like Jay Chou's, 1,000 Miles Away. I also had this feeling at the beginning. Yes, yes. It's not plagiarism, it's just a style that's very similar. Some employees are also aware of this. Director asked Chen Li. Did they tell you anything before releasing the song? Chen Li thought for a moment and said, no. After the director pondered for a moment, Chen Li suddenly remembered. Oh. I remember, when I hung up the phone, I heard Su's song mention. National style. National style. The director's eyes lit up and he flipped through Mr. Zhou's previous blog. That's right, it's the national style. This song is what they call a Chinese-style song. Zhou Dong once said that in the future, there will be a Chinese-style song on albums to promote the essence of Chinese culture. Speaking of which, the director's eyes showed admiration. I can feel that in the future songs, Chinese style will definitely occupy a place. I didn't expect these two young people to notice in advance and write such good lyrics. This song, Broken Bridge and Snow, in terms of its popularity and significance, is more profound than The Funeral of the Rose. Upon hearing the high praise from the director, some employees opened their mouths and looked incredulous. How could these two junior students be so outstanding? Chen Li. You can recommend this song on the homepage and let more people hear it. Homepage recommendation. Chen Li was shocked. This is an important recommendation from the website, and almost every user can see it when they come in. This kind of recommendation is usually given to singers with backgrounds or mature backgrounds, and is never easily given to newcomers. Okay, I'll do it right away. Chen Li was extremely excited and understood that her good luck had finally arrived. Once this combination becomes popular, Chen Li, as a whole, will also receive high praise from the platform. Not to mention the position of team leader, even the position of director is not impossible. This makes people around envious. Why can she rise to the top and reach the sky with one step? Everyone present knows. Because of this amazing golden combination. Chapter 7. National Style Songs Forever Have a Market. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In a community in the Magic City, a girl with colorful hair was browsing music platforms when she suddenly saw an eye-catching headline. A golden combination, a masterpiece of craftsmanship. She pursed her lips and muttered, the golden combination. Apart from Fang Wenshan and Zhou Dong, who else deserves this title? However, she still clicked on it and a song called Broken Bridge and Residual Snow began to play. Has it ever snowed on the broken bridge? I look at the lake. The cold moon in the water is like snow, and my fingertips gently melt. After listening to half of the song, the girl's expression changed. This song seems to be completely different from those popular online songs, creating a poetic atmosphere full of artistic beauty. She closed her eyes, as if seeing the broken bridge by Westlake covered in white snow. The scene was beautiful and sad. These lyrics are amazing. Who wrote them? She immediately checked the lyricist and found out it was Lin Chen. Lin Chen. That's the person who wrote The Funeral of the Rose. So this is the so-called golden combination. The girl was relieved and also a fan of The Funeral of the Rose, which is second only to Jay Chou's work. She decided to share this song. So she opened the QQ space, which was decorated in a fancy way in 2006 and filled with Martian signatures. Don't be too strong, don't be too strong. Look at the money between you and him, I'll give you nothing, I hope he can. She typed the keyboard and wrote in the latest update, Broken Bridge and Snow, who understands that injury. Most of her friends are fans of Jay Chou, and they are thrilled to see this song. Wow! The newcomer has released a new song again. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow, this name is so cool, it's my QQ nickname for next month. Sounds great. I can't understand the lies in the northern region, the lyrics are written too well. I feel like this song is a bit similar to Jay Chou's 1,000 Miles Away. Is this a Chinese-style song? That's amazing. How dare newcomers challenge Jay Chou? 666, it's good singing, but the lyrics and music are really too strong. It must be listened to by Jay Chou. For a moment, the internet exploded. Broken Bridge and Snow quickly became popular. At first, people didn't pay much attention, but they heard it was a new work from The Funeral of the Rose. Everyone was like giving chicken blood and contributing to the flow. Just 1 hour later. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow browsing. 56,929 download. 50,932 listening. 55,393 forward. 39587 Northeast, Liaoning Province. A young man preparing to record a song, noticed the change in the new song chart. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. Wang Sulong, who was still a newcomer, was curious about the location. 3 minutes later, he widened his eyes and was shocked. The first 3 minutes were a brand new experience for him. There is even a kind of the feeling of a subverted worldview. What style of song is this? Can the song still be sung like this? Can this lyrics be written by humans? He looked at the lyrics on the table, grinning bitterly and tearing them into pieces. Su Song, Lin Chen. As a newcomer, he has always regarded the two as competitors. The Funeral of the Rose was named by Jay Chou, but in comparison, he is still far behind. They are progressing too fast. I can't write drool songs anymore. I must write innovative songs that can at least be heard in the mall and on the streets and alleys. As he spoke, inspiration flashed and he wrote the 6 words Unbreakable Love on the paper. Su Song and Lin Chen never dreamed of it. Their appearance not only did it accelerate Wang Sulong's growth, but it also ushered in an era of non-mainstream male dormitories at medical universities. Yahoo! Su Song clapped his hands excitedly, unable to control himself. Old Lin, it's truly you. Our song has become popular again. Haha. Su Song excitedly checked the back-end data. In the past 3 hours, the data has changed again. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow browsing. 239,583 download. 219,481 listening. 228,541 forward. 103853. This data is several times that of The Funeral of the Rose, truly unparalleled. I'll just say, there will always be a market for Chinese-style songs. Lin Chen chewed on spicy strips, with the corners of his mouth raised. To be honest, this data exceeded his expectations. He knew it would be popular, but he didn't expect it to be so popular. Sure enough, it's always right to ride the heat. The next second, Su Song's phone rang, it was an unfamiliar number, and he answered. Hello. Hello, may I ask if this is Mr. Su Songshu? Ah. It's me. Who are you? Hello, I am Wang Yonghui, the planner of the Hangzhou City Music Festival. A music festival? Su Song was taken aback and looked at Lin Chen with a strange expression in his eyes. It's like this, our employees listened to the song, Broken Bridge and Residual Snow released by you at Music Home and thought it could showcase the beautiful scenery of Hangzhou very well. So we have decided to invite you to participate in this music festival. Su Song's face instantly turned red, and his eyes were filled with disbelief. Old Lin. He trembled with excitement and said, isn't this the legendary commercial performance? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 8. This is too crazy. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That's right, they only formed a group for a few days and surprisingly had the opportunity for commercial performances. And it seems that the scale of this performance is not small. Hangzhou holds such a music festival every 3 years, mainly to promote its tourist attractions and boost the local economy. Usually, this type of commercial performance will hire some second and third-tier singers who have professional teams and company support behind them. However, inviting 2 newcomers like today is truly unprecedented. Okay. Let's go. Definitely go. No problem, don't worry. What? Did you even include the plane ticket and hotel? Thank you so much, really. Su Song was so excited that his hands trembled. Oh my goodness, a few days ago he was fantasizing about his music dream. Today, a commercial performance came knocking on his door. Hanging up the phone, Su Song shouted loudly. Oh, I'm going. Old Lin, did you hear me? Huh, we are also influential figures now. Faint point. Lin Chen smiled, and he was also very happy in his heart. Receiving the commercial performance meant they were a big step closer to the singer's dream. You will definitely see a large number of singers by then. Su Song suddenly thought of something. Lao Lin, let's go buy a few new clothes. Ah. Nonsense, this is our first commercial performance. Are you planning to just go through it like this? Can't you make something handsome? Lin Chen felt a bit helpless, but he was still taken to the mall by Su Song. It is worth mentioning that it's only 2006 now, so in Lin Chen's eyes, Chinese clothing is simply eye-catching. Lao Lin, do you think I can do this? Su Song in the mirror, with non-mainstream long hair, tight-fitting clothes, bell-bottomed pants, and a pair of leather shoes, was also considered a trend back then. But in Lin Chen's opinion, it's really hard to accept. Lao Su, please, get your hair cut. What do you know? This is called fashion. As he spoke, he put on a pair of toed glasses and looked at them happily, nodding to express his satisfaction with his outfit. As for Lin Chen, he chose a casual piece of clothing, and his concept of music is advanced, especially when it comes to dressing. White T-shirt, shorts, a pair of sports shoes, simple and refreshing, coupled with Lin Chen's high looks. Suddenly, there was a small commotion. In this era, only Chen Guanxi can compete with him. At this moment, the clothing store's television began broadcasting media news. Welcome to Spotify Hong Kong and Taiwan Music. The guest we have today is Chou. Teacher Feilu Novel. Everyone wants to know, did you have any unpleasant experiences when working together? Chairman Zhou. No, I am very happy to work with teacher Feilu Novel. Feilu Novel. Thank you, Jieluan, and also thank Wenshan. 1,000 Miles Away is a great song. This interview caught everyone's attention. Even tourists outside the store stopped to watch when they heard the voice of Chou. Wow, it's Chou. I am satisfied to be able to attend a concert by Chou in this lifetime. This thousands of miles away is super beautiful. The surroundings were chattering and discussing. The program lasted for 10 minutes, and not only did no one leave, but more and more people rushed in, all attracted by Chou. Visible how charming is Chou. Reporter. By the way. Speaking of which, let's talk about something else. Zhou, do you know of a new group in mainland China? You have even commented on their Rose funeral. Chairman Zhou. Yes. A very interesting combination. Reporter. You have released a Chinese-style song this time, and I heard that this new couple has also released a Chinese-style song called Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. Have you heard of it? Upon hearing this, Su Song became excited. Oh my God. You mentioned us. Can this be considered as indirectly appearing on TV? Lin Chen calmly watched the TV. Chairman Zhou. Sorry, I haven't. Before he could finish speaking, Fang Wenshan next to him interjected. I've heard of it. The eyes of the whole audience turned to him. Reporter. Oh. Teacher Fang, what do you think of them? Is it still a bit immature? No. I saw Fang Wenshan's face solemn and his eyes unprecedentedly serious. I can only say. These two are geniuses. Especially the composer and lyricist. I specifically remembered his name, Lin Chen. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. These lyrics are so beautiful. It's so beautiful that I can't believe it was written by a newcomer. Everyone present was shocked, the evaluation was too high, and Zhou Dong was also surprised to see Fang Wenshan so excited for the first time. I'll go. Is Lin Chen so powerful? I have heard of his Broken Bridge and Residual Snow, and it is not an exaggeration that Lin Chen is a genius. This is how heroes cherish heroes. There were discussions all around. Old Lin. Teacher Fang is praising you. Su Song grabbed Lin Chen's arm and was excited. Only Fang Wenshan continued to say. To be honest, I am quite good at filling in words, but when I saw Lin Chen's words, I felt inferior. The gap is too big. This sentence is like a thunderbolt on the ground, with surprised expressions on both the scene and those watching TV. Oh my goodness. Everyone knows that Fang Wenshan is a skilled lyricist, and he is responsible for the songs of countless well-known singers from Hong Kong and Taiwan. To put it bluntly, his one word is enough to buy a house in the central area of the Magic City. But it's this Fang Wenshan who would bow down to a newcomer who has been debuting for less than a week. This is too crazy. For a moment, even the journalist didn't know how to ask questions. Lin Chen, if you are also watching this program, you can contact the program team and I will find you as soon as possible. We can practice and learn together in vocabulary writing. Fang Wenshan spoke again towards the camera. An interview program instantly turned into a missing person program, leaving the journalist stunned. At this moment, everyone watching the program is boiling. Lying trough. Did you hear me? Teacher Fang Wenshan wants to find Lin Chen. This. What's going on here? I envy Lin Chen so much. This Lin Chen has such great face. If I were Lin Chen, it would be worth it if I died. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chapter 9. I must not apply almost. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Oh, don't exaggerate like that. What do you mean by death without regret? Lin Chen smiled bitterly. He really didn't expect Fang Wenshan to be so high profile. After all, this is a live broadcast, making it look like a search for inspiration. While roast, someone opened the music platform and played Broken Bridge and Broken Snow. Lying trough. Sure enough, it was recommended by teacher Fang Wenshan. This song is really beautiful. Yes, both the lyrics and music are great. This can be considered a newcomer in our country. I want to download it and support these two newcomers. I also like this style. Several young people dressed in colorful clothes also started downloading, which was just the tip of the iceberg. At the mention of Fang Wenshan, many listeners who have never heard of or even looked down upon this newcomer have also begun to pay attention to Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. In an instant, the playback volume of the song skyrocketed, and the data in the background surprised the editors. Lao Lin, everyone is listening to our song. Su Song was extremely excited, and Old Lin was indeed impressive. Even teacher Fang Wenshan praised him. However, in this era, they only released 2 songs and did not appear in newspapers or music magazines, so even if standing in the crowd, no one could recognize them. Old Lin. Su Song hesitated for a moment and said hesitantly, "Are you going to Mr. Fang's invitation?" To be honest, Lin Chen never considered this issue at all, but Su Song took it to heart. He doesn't want to leave Lin Chen, nor does he want to delay Lin Chen, after all, which musician doesn't want to stay by the side of a big shot like Chou? Lin Chen smiled and said, "Do you want me to stay? Okay, just help me buy this outfit." Su Song was taken aback, his eyes filled with emotion. A piece of clothing is not worth much, but Lin Chen gave up a great opportunity for him. "Don't say 1, I'll buy you all 10. Boss. Buy clothes." Su Song roared like a tycoon. Hey, this voice. Why does it sound like Su Song? It's really him. He can't be Su Song, can he? Is that Lin Chen next to you? Yeah, I remember they were a group, the group should be 2 people. With Su Song's roar, everyone around him looked at them. Old Su, run quickly. Lin Chen pulled Su Song away, leaving behind a group of surprised people. Is that Su Song really? Is that handsome guy Lin Chen just now? Wow, Lin Chen is not only talented, but also so handsome. The next day, Lin Chen and Su Song sat in the last row of the classroom. Su Song was using his computer to refresh the back-end data, laughing foolishly. Hee, Lao Lin, look at this back-end data. Broken Bridge and Residual Snow browsing. 503,837 download. 472,957 listening. 499,285 forward. 398573. This data directly jumped to second place on the new song chart, with their Rose's Funeral being the first. Alright, class is over. Lin Chen smiled and was also very happy. At this moment, a boy rushed in with a newspaper. Classmates, big deal, big deal. What's going on? What's going on? The classmates chatting are all looking up. Lin Chen from our class has published in the newspaper. Everyone looked at Lin Chen. Lin Chen. The boy continued. Yesterday, teacher Fang Wenshan personally said during the live broadcast that he wanted to meet Lin Chen and have a sparring with him. Oh my God, Lin Chen, you are so strong. No, right. Fang Wenshan wants to compete with Lin Chen. Mom, Lin Chen is only in his 3rd year. What are we sparring for? I heard that teacher Fang Wenshan feels inferior. Lin Chen's lyrics are written too well. Suddenly, Lin Chen became the focus of the audience, and everyone looked at him like a monster. Lao Lin, I envy you so much. You've already appeared in the newspaper. Su Song gloated over misfortune. Lin Chen. Classmates, class is coming soon, the teacher is here. Lin Chen just finished speaking, wow. The bald professor from class 3 of the medical university rushed in, panting heavily and saying, classmates, I just read the newspaper and the one on it is Lin Chen from our class. It's true really. Teacher, it's him. Yes, teacher, is it impressive? Haha, the teacher's message is too late, we already knew. The professor looked at Lin Chen and his eyes lit up, as if he hadn't eaten meat for 3 days. Good kid. So you are so talented. It's okay, it's okay. Lin Chen wiped his sweat. What's okay? You're hot. 17 newspapers have published your story, so it's definitely on the news tonight. You and Su Song not bad. Haha. I'm worried that there won't be anyone at the school party, so now you guys go. Lin Chen helplessly. Teacher, are you not attending class anymore? The bald professor was so angry that his nose was crooked. Class. Damn it, our class produced 2 celebrities. Can't I just play tricks on them? Speaking angrily, he walked over to Lin Chen's side. Pop. The newspaper was thrown in front of the 2 people. Old teacher. Stop talking nonsense and sign my name. Professor Bald suddenly became gentle. If you really become big stars in the future, I can also boast about it. Lin Chen. Su Song. Teacher, my handwriting is too ugly. The bald professor has a fierce gaze. Su Song. I'll sign it. I'll sign it. Chapter 10. Dreaming is great. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the office. Next Friday, the school's centenary celebration, you 2 need to prepare a program. The bald professor said with a smile. Oh, Teacher Chen, who are these 2? A teacher asked curiously. The bald professor immediately burst into laughter. Su Song, Lin Chen. The male teacher was taken aback, obviously not familiar, but the female teacher in the corner's eyes widened. Can't it be Su Song who sang The Funeral of the Rose? As soon as these words were spoken, the teachers who were busy grading homework or reading newspapers were all stunned. Su Song and Lin Chen have been really hot lately. Yesterday, 17 newspapers published their news. Especially Lin Chen, his lyrics have been hotly discussed by some online literature enthusiasts, making it difficult to even know. The bald professor saw everyone's reaction and was even more proud, like showing off his own children during the Chinese New Year. That's right. Wow. Is it really fake? Are these 2 students from our school? Big stars. Surrounded by the teachers, Su Song smiled shyly, while Lin Chen felt a bit helpless and only released 2 songs. Who could be considered a big star? Lin Chen, I am your fan. Your lyrics are amazing, how about can you sign my name? Hey. Teacher Zhang, he is my student. If you want to sign, can you ask me first? The bald professor stood in front of them like a protective calf, and then said to Su Song and Lin Chen, the time has been set. Do you have any questions? Su Song looked at Lin Chen. Lin Chen originally intended to refuse, but after thinking about it, there will be many media outlets for the centenary celebration, which is a good opportunity to promote himself. In this era, promotion still relies on newspapers and news. They have not signed a music company, nor do they have the money to do large-scale promotion. This kind of free promotion should not be wasted. We agree. Lin Chen nodded with a smile, and the bald professor immediately smiled with satisfaction. Not bad, not bad. At the centenary celebration, he can also shine brightly, after all, these 2 are his students. By the way. What comes to mind, Professor Bald? You have to rehearse every day before the celebration, I'll arrange it for you. Lin Chen frowned upon hearing this and said, do we have to rehearse every day? Professor Bald paused for a moment. Yes, although you are very skilled, rehearsals are still necessary, right? Su Song scratched his head awkwardly and said, sorry teacher, we have received a commercial performance and are expected to attend a music festival in Hangzhou for the next week. This sentence is like a depth bomb, it stunned everyone. Commercial performance. Even ordinary people know what this means. Previously, they only regarded the 2 as popular young singers, but now that they have taken on commercial performances, the situation is different. This is about moving towards the path of becoming a celebrity. Oh my goodness. Commercial performance. How much is it? Wait, are you talking about the music festival in Hangzhou? The one that happens every 3 years. Have you signed a contract with the company? The questions rained down like raindrops, and Su Song didn't even know which one to answer. Cough. The bald professor coughed and said, "Can you come back in time? Try your best." Lin Chen can only say that, after all, they are also participating in such a large-scale event for the first time. Okay, then you can rest assured to go. I will arrange it on the school side. Remember, once you leave the school gate, don't give it to the school, don't embarrass me. Su Song was deeply moved upon hearing this. Don't worry, teacher, we will work hard. After the two of them left, the bald professor woke up from a dream and exclaimed that being young was great, having dreams was great. It seemed like he was really old. That evening. The night was pitch black. Su Song was watching videos online when he suddenly received a message. The content is that the local TV station is reporting on the two of them. Su Song was taken aback for a moment, then immediately opened the local channel and turned up the volume. He heard the host laugh and say, "An interesting thing happened yesterday." During an interview at the Hong Kong and Taiwan Music Festival, teacher Fang Wenshan suddenly confessed to a lyricist. I heard that this lyricist is the author of The Funeral of the Rose and Broken Bridge and Residual Snow. Talents cherish talents, heroes cherish heroes. I also hope that this lyricist can go further, not just a brief flash, but become a leading figure in our Dragon Country music. Although the report was only a few seconds long, Su Song was already excited. Old Lin. Old Lin. We're on TV. We have been reported in the news. Lin Chen smiled and said, "What kind of TV show is this? Our names and photos have been published." Su Song, however, disagreed. "Please, do you think it's so easy to get on TV? We only debuted for 7 days, and it's already great to be able to do this." Lin Chen didn't care about these things, but said, "I just don't know how effective the local TV's promotion is." Lao Su, take a look at the back-end data. Su Song was taken aback for a moment, and then he thought that if he went on TV, the back-end data would definitely skyrocket, right? He quickly opened it. I refreshed it. Then, his eyes widened and he had an incredulous expression on his face. "Old Lao Lin, I didn't read it wrong, did I?"